Hi, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to Day of the Dead at the Town Hall, part of the 23rd Leeds International Film Festival. Thank you so much for coming. I believe we have a lot of pass holders here who are here for the whole day, so really pleased you could come. The next film we're showing is Beacon 77, which is the world premiere, and we have the director, Brad Watson, here to say a few words. I'll introduce him properly in a moment. Say a few words?
Yeah, thank you. Hi. Yeah, just to reiterate, yeah, this is the public premiere of this movie. So it's fantastic to be doing it in such an amazing venue, and you guys are really up for it. And I was watching Pontypool earlier, and which I really loved, and I thought, and it's great because there's a lot of similarities in not only in the story, but just in the ethics of the movie making that's going on. Because with Beacon 77, what we basically did was we made a movie for an extraordinarily low amount of money, that you wouldn't expect a movie to be made for, that you would want not to look out of place in your local multiplex. And that's kind of what we were doing. The projection today is a Digi-Beta, obviously it's designed to be a 2K projection, but it's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with how it looks, so it should be good. So I'm really looking forward to it, and I really hope you guys like it. We've done buyer screenings, and believe me, buyer screenings as a filmmaker are hell. They're the nerve-wracking ones. They're the ones where people just get up and walk out halfway through because they really don't care, because they decided not to buy your movie. But we have got some good response, and we are signing some deals for territories right now, and we have our screening in LA tomorrow, where hopefully we'll get some more buzz. But great. This is the first public screening, so I'm really excited. Thank you very much for coming.
Enjoy the film.
Anyone in the audience got any questions? Oh, there's a gentleman. Hold on a second.
Action, Jim.
Just wondered how much the small budget was.
How much the small budget was? Well, put it this way, we have Jonathan, we start debating about his fee afterwards. Put it this way, that for cash, we made that entire movie.
Are you suggesting there were some sort of favours, sexual or otherwise, other than cash?
Well, I'm suggesting that there would, we had a good, I mean, we were in development on the movie for quite a while on a much larger budget, through legitimate means, or what you would call legitimate means here in the UK, and at the last minute we were dropped, but we had secured a small pool of private finance, which I turned to them, having been studying and looking into the Red One camera and the technology, and had looked into them and turned to our private finance and said, look, with just your money, we can still make this movie. And that's basically what we did, but obviously the script is what gets people like my dear P. Tim and someone like Jonathan to come along and put pretty much, all. I mean, Jonathan puts his all in that film. I mean, and to write a character like that and to have someone absolutely get it that was a big risk, and that's really the main thing. If you get a cast that does that, then really the money doesn't really matter.
But also you had your sales agent fixed. If that was the one thing you had left from when you had a big budget.
That's right, yeah. We had Movie House as our sales agent when we had a bigger budget, and they stuck by us even when we lost the big money. They stuck by us. They looked me in the eye and said, "Do you really believe you can make the same movie?" And I said yes, and they said, "Go for it," which made me think that they would say, "Yeah, go for it, bring it back to us, and if we like it, we'll take it." But the day we started shooting, which was in February, they announced us in the trades in Berlin that we were on their slate, so it was like, yeah. And it's quite, now of all the hoo-ha we've gone through to get this movie funded, to have a company actually stay true to their word and really believe in a movie and try and get it made, no matter what, that was a big vote of confidence.
And it's enough to just give you that extra inch above everyone else that's making a movie. When you've got a sales agent, it gives everyone a bit more confidence.
Absolutely, everyone gets confidence in it. I mean, yourself, the fact that we say there's some sales agents attached, even though you love the script, it still just gives you that little bit of validity that maybe these guys can pull it off, especially on such a low budget.
Especially because you only called me about 2 weeks before we started shooting.
This is true. This is true. As I said, getting someone to cast as Declan was a hell of a job, and we were running out of time. and then Jonathan walked through the door. And the thing is that when Jonathan came in, he sat down, and I thought, you know, you could work, you know. And as directors do when someone walks in, you assess how they look at it. And then he just looked me in the eye and he said, did you write this? And I said, yeah. And he just, I can't remember the exact words, but just the way he said,
fucking brilliant.
He said, I get it, I get this. And it was that really made me think, okay, right, let's do the audition and see if you can handle all this dialogue. Because that, the radio interview scene, that is, was it 9 pages of dialogue, something like that?
Yeah, it's about 5 A4 sides of dialogue, just me talking expositional crap.
Yeah, basically, yeah. And
Brad wrote it, I can say that.
Yeah. And basically, the funny thing of that was in the morning of that we were going to shoot. We were scheduled to shoot that pretty late morning, all through to the end of the day. And I said to my AD, look, we'll just do a couple of. We need to get some close-up shots of Sarah at the window, so we need to do that in the morning. So we did that, and that sort of went on a bit. And it got to lunchtime. The AD said, "We've got a 5-page dialogue scene to shoot. We're not going to do it in one afternoon." And I said, "Trust me, he'll do it. He'll deliver it." And he was like getting really, really annoyed. "We're not going to do it, Brad. We're not going to do it. We need to start rescheduling tomorrow." And trust me, we're going to do it. We started setting up the next day's shot before we wrapped that day, didn't we? Because we got through it so quickly. So, that is, if you're going to make a movie on a really low budget, obviously schedule is key. You know, you start going over schedule. That's money. That's a lot of money with the crew and everyone. So if you're going to try and do something like this, you've really got, not only got a good crew. I mean, my DOP, Tim Worcester, was just exceptional and managed to pull off, light this set and make it so that we could get our setups, the setups that I wanted really, really quickly. But also, you need your actors on side. You need people that are going to deliver for you when you've said that you're going to do this and it's going to be good. You know, you need these guys to deliver.
We're giving a lot of A. Yes, not much Q.
Yeah.
I mean, one thing you said you wrote it. What was the inspiration behind the film? I mean, there has been another small film about the Bible Code in recent years.
Which one was that?
So, what was the inspiration? What was the idea?
Well, I pitched this film as Pie Meets The Shining. That's how I pitched it. That's how I would always. Exactly. There's a whole load of stuff in there, and it's the coming together of two ideas for me. One is my love of the whole combination of science and religion and supernatural things and talking science people understand, but the ability that can still be scary, and also the fact of that kind of thing, and also a love of movies like The Shining and The Omen and things like that. Which I mean, The Omen in particular, this isn't horror, this is a thriller. And that's I said the same thing about The Omen. It's not a horror, it's a thriller. It's they just got some really tense moments in them, and people got scared. But you essentially break it down, they're not horrors. So that's what I was doing with this, and also the idea, the theme of the movie being tiny, significant things snowballing. The whole idea, just the vision of a tiny movie set in one place, and the whole sort of maybe the end of the world is happening. It's meant to be a little bit esoteric. It's meant to be not quite, did it really happen? Was it just all a joke? Was it just a sick joke? Was it, because we don't see the outside world at all. So that was the idea, really, to do something like that.
Any other questions? Anyone?
Yeah, there's a lady there.
Sorry?
Is the apocalypse coming or not?
What, in real life? Oh, hell, mate, can't you feel it? Yeah, absolutely. No. There's apocalypses are always happening, aren't they? Always.
2012 is our next week.
Exactly. 2012. That'll be. See, everyone will forget about our end of the world when you see that. But yeah, no. I believe the Bible Code. Personally, from my point of view, it's rubbish. It doesn't. It can be applied to anything. War and Peace, as they've tried it with, and you can find stuff. It's just a story. It's just an idea. It's just a little germ of an idea to sort of just go with and have some fun with.
We're going to have to wrap it up there because we are running quite behind schedule.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.